Hello everyone, it's Maki here. Today we are going to talk about the movie Gundam Seed Freedom. There haven't been any major announcements, but I thought it would be fun to casually talk about the comments from the staff and creators and some of the smaller updates. First, take a look at this comment, Onyx. It's an announcement that the All Japan model and hobby show will be held in just 3 days. The illustration shows the Zugok that appeared in Seed Freedom. There's no comment on the illustration itself. Could this be the box art for the Zugok model to be released in February 2025? However, the artwork used for the package has already been decided by fan voting. It's the scene where the Zugok rises. So this illustration isn't for the high-grade package. Some fans are speculating that a master-grade Gunpla might be announced. The illustration seems to be the typical size for a master-grade box, doesn't it? What do you think? Could this be a hint for something big or just a cool illustration? Ms. Ryugoto, who is involved in writing the story for Seed Freedom, recently shared an illustration. Although she's a novelist, it seems that she drew this piece purely as a hobby. She commented, "I felt like doodling, so I ended up drawing this." The illustration shows Cagalli in a miniskirt with Athrun brushing. His eyes are hidden behind sunglasses, but it's easy to imagine that he is staring right at her. Let's take a look at the comments on the artwork itself. Before releasing any promotional images, I wanted to check how the image would appear online. I felt like someone whispered to me, "If you're going to draw something now, it should be this scene." I think this is my first time drawing Cagalli, and this is the first thing I end up drawing her. It's just a scribble, so I'd be happy if you'd look at it kindly. Ms. Goto is not only responsible for the story of the movie, but also the bonus novel that comes with it. She's also involved in the production of the bonus audio drama, which will be included on the soon-to-be-released Blu-ray disc. Cagalli's scared look must have been inspired by these kinds of creative ideas. The design certainly makes sense if you imagine it as something she borrowed from Miri Aura. On Japan's X, the term Shin Yamato started trending. It's a phrase that makes it seem like Shinosuke has somehow become part of Kira Yamato's family, and fans of the series found this strange term quite amusing. This trend is actually related to the news that creator Mr. Hideaki Anno has announced the production of a new anime film. Mr. Anno is known for his work on Evangelion in the world of robot anime. Mr. Anno has also worked under Mr. Yoshiyuki Tomino, the director of the original Gundam, and has talked about how valuable that experience was. He even once personally published a fan book for Char's counterattack. Mr. Anno has a history of taking popular works from the past and adapting them into films using modern technology and his unique interpretation. He's produced films like Shin Godzilla, which features the famous Keiju Godzilla, and Shin Kamen Rider, based on the popular Tosetsu hero Kamen Rider. The word Shin has multiple meanings, including new and true, allowing for different interpretations. Recently, Mr. Anno announced that he's begun work on a project based on space battleship Yamato. While an official title hasn't been announced yet, the announcement that he's acquired the rights sparked speculation. Fans began discussing possible titles, with Shin Yamato being a natural guest based on his previous work. Unfortunately, this doesn't mean that Shin will be the adopted son of Kira and Lars. During the press conference for the production announcement, Mr. Anno also shared his thoughts on Gundam. He explained that Gundam was created by analyzing Space Battleship Yamato and incorporating various elements. In Space Battleship Yamato, the battleship itself plays the main role, while the main characters and their allies fight in fighter planes. The battleship Yamato takes center stage in key moments with impressive action. In earlier robot anime, the story usually revolved around the robots piloted by the protagonists. The heroes would take off from a base or headquarters to battle enemies in their mecha. In Gundam, however, there are scenes where the mobile suits launch from a battleship and fight alongside it. Mr. Anno interpreted this as something inspired by Space Battleship Yamato and shared his thoughts during the press event. Of course, Gundam probably draws inspiration from a variety of other works as well. Director Tomino is a top-notch creator, so it's not surprising that he analyzed and incorporated elements from a variety of works when creating Gundam. Mr. Anno also commented, although Gundam is more well-known now, I will probably devote the rest of my life to Yamato. He further mentioned, I believe that the greatest masterpiece of Japanese animation is the first episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. It seems possible that his upcoming project will carry a deep respect for the Gundam series in some way. Now, whenever we talk about different works, the inevitable question arises which one is stronger? A popular debate is who would win in a battle between Space Battleship Yamato and the White Base. Interestingly, Mr. Tomino has actually addressed this question in the past. When a reporter asked which is stronger, the White Base or the Yamato, Mr. Tomino replied, the question itself is silly. Obviously, the White Base is stronger as long as it can avoid the wave motion gun. It's a rather charming answer, and it reflects Mr. Tomino's dedication to creating Gundam. At the same time, his mention of as long as it can avoid the wave motion gun shows a sense of respect for Yamato. So, what do you think? Who would win in a battle between the Yamato and the White Base? As for me, I think the presence of Minovsky particles would be the key to determining the outcome. Minovsky particles are an essential part of the Gundam universe, causing radio interference and rendering conventional radar weapons useless. If Minovsky particles could be used, the White Base would win. If there were no Minovsky particles, Yamato would have the upper hand. Yamato isn't equipped with radar systems designed to counter Minovsky particles, so in a battle where those particles are scattered, it would be forced to rely on visual targeting. It's similar to the situation where the Earth's Federation suffered major defeats at the hands of Zeon earlier in the war because their attacks wouldn't hit the target. White Base, on the other hand, is equipped with weapons designed to fight in the presence of Minovsky particles. It is not equipped with weapons that require targeting by long-range radar. It doesn't focus much on long-range bombardment. In a battle without Minovsky particles, Yamato could destroy White Base with artillery before it even got close. If radar could be used, Yamato would have no trouble hitting White Base with the wave motion gun. Perhaps the Millennium Battleship in Seed Freedom was designed with the idea of fighting an enemy like the space battleship Yamato in mind. Its powerful new crystalline armor, which can neutralize positron cannons, is certainly an impressive piece of equipment. Thank you for watching until the end. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.